In the last 60 years, there has been a strong change in women's roles in society. Simultaneously, women's roles in television have also changed for the better, presenting women of all positions and personalities. On the other hand, TV shows still show the stereotypes of unfunny, over-sexualized, or boring women. Although we've made a lot of progress both on and off screen, it's important for the media to represent women accurately in order to further gender equality. In this decade, women were to be concerned only with domestic problems. Women were vastly underestimated in the American society while men were seen as dominant. For example, Father Knows Best depicts the perfect American nuclear family, with the father being the one who works hard and earns the money for the household, while the wife only takes care of domestic things. The children even prefer the father over the mother, ignoring all her advice and only listening to their father. Even the name of the show already tells the audience that the father is the most important and wisest person. On the other hand, the Dick Van Dyke Show, the depiction of the housewife is altered in this show. The wife, Laura Petrie, wears capri pants, which was a bit scandalous in comparison to the conservative dresses of the time. It also shows women in the working role, as one of Robert's co-workers is a single woman working in television. Sally Rogers is the career woman in the show, with a strong personality, sense of humor, and no husband. Sally is influential enough for the female audience to deviate from social norms that would look down on women like Sally because they are single. This caused more women to be disillusioned by the idea of living their lives based solely on their children and husbands. Many wanted to get an equal education to men and be part of the workforce. This show is addressing the current events in America during the 1960s, where there was the rise in the feminist movement. At this point, women were beginning to work alongside men and be treated more equally if they were married. However, it still wasn't shown throughout media as much as men were. The Mary Tyler Moore Show focused on how Mary recently broke up with her boyfriend and moved to Minnesota to get a new job as an associate producer of a news channel, and starts a new life as an independent woman. Also, it shows Rhoda Morgenstern, Mary's best friend, also going through a divorce. Yet, instead of focusing on the fact that she just lost her husband, it focuses on her getting back on her feet, finding a career in photography, and being able to maintain herself and her kids. She's the Sheriff serves as a bad TV show because the whole idea of the show is that women are not meant for men's jobs. The show starts off about a woman who takes her husband's position as sheriff after he passes away, but throughout the series it shows all the deputies who are all male on her staff, proving she isn't cut for the job and that it should be one of them. In this time, it became normal for women to have opportunities to hold their own jobs and statuses in the workplace. Many women held higher positions, but none seemed to get as much recognition as their male counterparts. It also became acceptable not to be married or to be a single mother. Buffy the Vampire Slayer was one of the first shows to contain a female action hero without a male partner. Buffy, the main character, is both physically and emotionally strong, able to kill vampires and save the world without the help of a man. Not only did this show have a strong female protagonist, but it also hosted one of the first on-screen lesbian romances free from homophobia or stereotypes. This sparked a sense of unity and empowerment in young women everywhere. The Big Bang Theory portrays attractive women as stupid and gullible, while ugly women are smart. One character, Amy, who is intelligent and dedicated to her work as a neuroscientist, is constantly teased because she is not sexually appealing. In comparison, Penny, an uneducated waitress, is repeatedly made fun of by her friends because she did not complete college and is not as smart as them. She isn't valued for her intellect, but rather for her looks and silly nature, while Amy is valued exclusively for her intellect and not her personality or appearance. Today, it is socially acceptable for women to have all sorts of jobs, body types, and personalities without judgment or discrimination. Although this is not always seen on screen, women have more freedom than equality than ever before. Orange is the New Black presents the daily lives of numerous women in prison as well as their lives before they were convicted. By having so many female characters, the show is able to represent women of all personalities, races, and body types. The women are not always portrayed in the sexualized fashion that they so regularly are in other TV shows. Because of all the female characters, the audience is able to look at each other and decide whether or not they like them based on their personality, rather than how accurate the representation of a woman on screen is. Orange is the New Black allows more roles for women, including women of color and larger body size, presenting a positive future for women in television. Television shows have definitely progressed in representing women well and diversely, just as time outside of the screen has changed women's roles in society. Although there has been significant change, there is still room to grow and portray women powerfully and accurately.